Target and Walmart earnings reports were released this week, and my goodness, were they remarkable. Target said Wednesday that their fiscal second quarter sales rose in every merchandise category from apparel to grocery, and Target expects to see comp sales rise by the high single digits in the second half of the year. Now, Walmart said that it gained ground in its grocery business, which they've been competing in for quite a long time, and had a strong start in back to school sales in the fiscal second quarter. They also expect same-store sales to increase by 5 to 6%. That excludes fuel. And now, with you guys both on the show, typically A&M Consumer and Retail Group, you put us on the spot each week, asking us questions that your customers are coming to you with, those big challenges in the retail industry. But this week, because you're our guest, I get to put you on the spot. And you better believe that I am choosing this question. I'm going to ask you both, with another successful quarter for both retailers, what would your advice to Target and Walmart be as you look to finish out the year? Are there any areas of opportunity that they should be focused on to kind of maintain this momentum? Hemant, let's start with you. You're the new guy. Let's put you on the spot right away.
It's hard to give advice to companies that are doing as well as they are. So I will say that, first of all, congratulations to both companies. I will acknowledge that I think the pandemic has given them some tailwinds. And so that's definitely helped. And, to be comping over 2020, which was a massive growth year for both of them, is really a remarkable accomplishment. So the best advice I think I can give them is stay the course, do what you're doing well. In an environment where things are going so well, don't lose focus. Right. Focus on the core and keep executing day in and day out. The only other thing I would say is, listen, I think with the Delta variant lurking, weather about to change, and people are going to be indoors more. So the other piece of advice I would offer is double down on your digital offer. Great. I think, candidly, neither of them is a superlative shopping experience. It is, while very functional, I think there's lots of opportunities to improve. So invest in that. And that goes along with investing in delivery speed and timing, which I think they still have a long way to go. And candidly, I don't think either of the companies has yet come up with the match to Amazon Prime. So right. I think that's where I would focus. And then the final thing, listen, is as two of the largest retailers in the country, I think, they bear some responsibility for education and awareness. And so to the degree that they can play a role in increasing awareness around vaccinations and safety, I think that is just a social responsibility I would love to see both these guys step up to.
Yeah, that's another thing outside of, day-to-day operations and increasing comps. I think, yes, that is a crucial point. Mohit, anything that you'd add there?
I think the biggest unknown right now is the Delta variant, right? And Costco, as an example, is already starting to see disruptions with categories like toilet paper again. Just given their scale for both Walmart and Target, I believe they have hopefully either already stocked or in process of stocking up categories, should there be a significant uptick in cases with the Delta variant. The second thing is, global supply chain continues to be in a mess, irrespective of where COVID goes. Just because the demand and supply imbalance there is not going to get solved for another 12 to 18 months. So making sure you have bought and shipped sufficiently well in advance for the peak holiday season, which a lot of retailers are doing, becomes increasingly important. And making sure you have, the right adequate employee workforce, especially as it relates to the store. So continuing to focus on those topics in addition to what Hemant outlined.
One thing you guys didn't mention that I was curious about, I was reading these earnings reports and I'm just thinking, what these retailers are defining this next generation of shopping. I think we've developed habits of shopping these retailers throughout the pandemic. And I wonder if you ask consumers today what they still felt like they needed outside of Target and Walmart. Like what are you still really going to shop for in the retail universe outside of that those retailers can't provide you or are not working on providing you in this current state. And the other thing, as I'm thinking that, I saw right away when I woke up this morning was that Amazon announces that they're getting into department stores now. And so I think that to both of your points, I think that really puts the pedal to the metal for Target and Walmart of, yes, you're performing well, but like you were saying, Hemant, like making sure that you are doubling down on digital, on delivery, on last mile. Mohit, you were saying similar things with supply chain, making sure that you've got those pieces in place.